And the bottom line is that human beings are universally, with like a tiny number of exceptions, terrible at telling whether someone is telling them the truth.
Really?
We just can't do it. We all have all these pretend things like the person, looks to the left and that's a tell. It's just total nonsense, right? Basically everything you learn on those Mindhunter, cop shows about how the savvy FBI guy can tell when, it's just complete and utter nonsense. They can do tests where you have a seasoned FBI agent and you show them a series of, videotapes where half are people lying and half are people telling the truth, and you say, tell me which is which, and they can't do it.
Really?
And it's just all...
They're no better than anybody else.
No better than anybody else.
Right, so there we are again.
What are we doing today?
Well, Malcolm Gladwell.
Right.
I like this guy's books.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an academic. He's not one of those quacks. Outliers was a good book. I read it a while back. Talks about success, all the things that can make somebody successful. Right. A lot of it is luck.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay.
But now, I see he's all over the place. He's on Jimmy Kimmel.
Television, yeah.
Who's the other talk show host? Whatever.
Yeah.
All over the place on the news. CBS, NBC,
right. Yeah.
CNBC.
Colbert.
Yeah. And he's advertising his new book. It's called Talking to Strangers. I haven't read the whole book. And you can't judge a person. You can't judge the book, not by the cover.
Right.
You can't judge the book if you haven't read the whole book.
Right.
But from what I heard, and from those interviews, on the one on Jimmy Kimmel, he's saying, as far as I understand, is that we are very bad, humans are very bad at detecting
lying
right. in other humans.
You can't read their mind.
You can't read their mind.
Right.
You can't tell when somebody... But both of us, we're in sales, and we're specifically in phone sales. And to be good and to be making a living, forget about being good.
Who's telling the truth.
Forget about being good at all. In order to survive in this business, in selling on the phone, you have to detect when people are full of shit. You have to read them blind.
Right.
Virtually, you're blind. You're just listening to somebody talking on the phone. My job is to sort through all the bullshit.
To get to the truth.
Get to the truth.
Yeah.
So we are basically
trained experts
and
liars.
Exactly, in detecting lies. It takes years
of practice
to become a human lie detector. And how? I'll tell you how. There's a lot of things. If a person says, "Oh, I have $1 million, I'm looking to do such and such," well, you can tell, right? You're not thinking that because you've been doing this for a while. But your subconscious already,
your antennas are
it's already calculating the odds. Okay, is this person talking like $1 million person, or is he talking like he's coming from the ghetto? There's so many signs,
right?
So you can tell somebody's full of shit, right?
Yeah, I can.
Oh yes, I'm interested. Can you call me back in a month, in a year? Call me in a year.
Or
that guy's not interested.
Or if they're waiting on a settlement, we know that's a lie.
Yeah, we know that's a lie. It never happens.
I'm waiting to sell my real estate. That never happens.
If somebody is waiting to sell their real estate in order to purchase a product from you, that's well, listen. One time I couldn't detect.
Right,
one time, it was actually the truth. So one out of 10,000 people is probably telling the truth these days.
But if they say I'm waiting to get my taxes done, that's bullshit.
It's all probability. Mr. Gladwell, it's all probability. So if you hear 10,000 people saying this and they're actually doing the opposite, well, now you know that this is an
assumption.
Yeah, it's kind of a formula, but it's not an exact science. I guess it is.
One can slip through the cracks, but not two.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's all a game of probability. And yes, there are human lie detectors, and you're looking at them. So I think we're done with this. There's nothing else to say.
Let us know what you think.
I think he should rewrite that book. I mean, put a last chapter. Come talk to us first.
And then go back
and
and
you
tell
can,
them.
yeah, you can include that last
Or
chapter.
bring us on.
And
we'll-
listen,
we'll-
I really admire your work. I like Outliers is a great book. Sometimes, you know, I mean, not everybody is perfect. That's why the knowledge, we share knowledge.
There it
Everybody,
is.
right?
All right.
All right, thank
we're
you.
out.
That was great.